Okay, welcome to the inaugural PIP Book Club, and this month we are looking at The Art of Frugal Hedonism by Annie Razor Rowland and Adam Grubb.
You may know from their first book, which was the
Weed Forager's Handbook.
Weed Forager's Handbook.
Yes.
Beautiful little book.
So, yeah,
I'm Tess. This is Robin. Robin's the editor of PIP Magazine, and I help out in the shop. We just want to say, feel free to jump on and share and post comments and let us know what you thought of the book. We'd love to hear from you.
If you've read it.
Yes.
If you haven't read it, let us know what you would think of it if you did read it.
Or read next month and jump on next month.
Yeah. So I first came across this book. I heard that it was coming out, and we did an extract in one of our magazines.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, The Art of Frugal Hedonism, it kind of struck me as something that would be relevant to permaculture enthusiasts and to us. So I had a read of it. This was before it was published, so I just had a digital copy. And yeah, I thought it was great, so we put some of it in the magazine, and then I ordered some for the shop. And I thought potentially it was a bit of an obscure area, maybe not too many people would be that into it. And so I bought 10 copies, I think, and yeah, they sold out within a week or two, and then I bought another 10 and they sold out another 10. And it's just remained being a really good seller. So I think it's great because it's not, the design and layout and imagery and things. It's not your glossy kind of fancy design book. It's just really simple, but it's what's in it that's kind of.
But why do you think? Why do you think? People who bought from the shop. Why do you think they liked it? What do you think the themes are?
I think it speaks to people. It's like that sort of common sense that I don't know that we had growing up, or that our parents have, or our grandparents have, that of just living more simply and not sort of getting caught up in this consumerism. And the more that you're buying, the more you have to work, and the more you work, the more you need some stress release, so you spend money and you buy unnecessary things, and you just get caught up in that.
I was going to say, and while that's going on, you become completely blind and you go almost on autopilot.
Yeah.
And the common sense is, or the common is taken out of common sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it offers people an out potentially from their lives if they are caught up in that to just stop and, grow your own veggies, spend a day in the garden, and if you're growing more of your own food and producing more of your own things, and not going out spending lots of money, but creating a beautiful meal at home that's really satisfying and nourishing because you have grown it yourself.
And this is a guide that doesn't cost you anything. Like, I don't have to go out and purchase something to make these changes. No. That's what's great. It's actually going a step
Don't
back.
purchase.
Don't go back. Yeah, which is really nice.
Yeah, totally. So what was your favourite?
Hello. Oh, forgive me if I mispronounce that.
Noella.
Fabulous name.
Hey, Dan, Mark. No, you peeps.
I liked a lot about. I mean, I had heard a lot about the book before I actually read it, which probably isn't a good thing. But I've got to admit, at the beginning, I thought, I didn't know if I could connect with it.
Yeah.
And he talks about, hello. She talks about sort of the idea of the normal family and what we need to move away from. And I didn't really connect with the normal family. I found that a bit alienating. But then,
and also potentially a little bit judgmental, I thought.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But then once it moved past that first chapter, I found it really enjoyable, and I didn't take it too seriously, and I liked that she sort of, was quite reverent and had a bit of humour to it. And
no, I thought it was great. And I think with that first sort of introduction, basically she highlights a normal,
an archetypal
family of driving around the cars, buying takeaway food, which I just wouldn't want to judge people on that, because everyone's in their own world. But that she very quickly, they moved off from that. So I was worried it was going to take that time, but it doesn't. And I think it's really, it's great. It's lighthearted.
Yeah.
And it just is offering ideas and examples of what they're doing.
I mean, for me, it did feel like a bit of a slap on the wrist. But that's because I'm new to this life and to this way of living. This is new for me. So for me, it was, like, come on now.
Yeah.
Tut tut.
Yeah.
And though I'm very honest about the fact that I probably, I can't take on everything that's in this book.
No.
It did say, hey, be a bit more mindful of this and start taking small actions. And, continue doing what you're doing. It's okay, but maybe just tweak it slightly. And I liked that. It wasn't, this huge.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't this.
Yeah, and I think it offers something for everyone. So if you're new to it,
exactly.
it gives you some ideas. But if you're already living it, and it's just a kind of reminder of why you're doing that.
Yes.
And maybe some things that you may have been a bit slacking lately, it's going, just reminding you, maybe I should make more of an effort on that level. And,
for sure.
So I think it.
And I think I was saying this to you before. It changed my idea of what hedonism is.
Yeah.
Or hedonism. From being something that I associated as being, about sort of that gluttony and over excess and to the point of repulsion, it actually changed it and reminded me that hedonism was pleasures and really letting your senses enjoy that and that sort of shebang. And that's why I liked the which one did I liked the chapter 2, relish. Yeah. Like I think that's such a beautiful.
A great photo there of showing just an ear.
Oh yeah,
the dog's ear being patted.
Glorious, and it's those simple things. And I think that's a lovely way to look at life and to live life. There was something in here.
So explain what she was saying in that chapter.
So there was.
They were saying.
Yeah, it's easy to use spending money as mental confirmation that something of value is being obtained. We can equally choose to relish and recognize value in experience, atmosphere, sensuality, or company. And there was a lovely, nice, and I like that they do this. They sort of give you an out sometimes, says, by the way, we're not inferring that you shouldn't relish your paid for consumption.
Yeah.
In fact, it will go much further if you do. So. Yeah. Try ordering one espresso at a cafe and making it last for an hour. Revel in each drop. I mean, that's just scrumptious. Like what a, I really like that because I want to do more of that.
Yeah, rather than sort of not even think.
No,
move on.
Because I'm going to do this. I know I'm going to purchase the thing I shouldn't purchase.
Yeah.
But maybe just try and relish it a bit more and enjoy it.
Don't feel bad about buying it.
No, don't waste the time on guilt.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my favourite chapters was recalibrate your senses. So it's that idea of when you're kind of doing without things. Yeah, like in society now, we don't really have a lack of food or, we tend to have enough clothes. You can go to the op shop if you need to. So you don't really have to do without, but it's that idea of actually doing without something. When you have to do without for whatever reason, how much more you enjoy it afterwards. And like what she talks about here, if you go for a hike for 5 days, that shower that you have after that is just amazing. Whereas if you just have a shower every morning, you don't really think about it. And
and that's, I suppose it's on the same vein as relish.
Yeah. And so here's she's written, think of that time you went for an amazing walk up a mountain and the sandwich you ate when you reached the top struck you as the most satisfying thing you've ever eaten. Or an icy cold beer with a friend tastes about 4 times good after a gratifyingly sweaty day of working in the garden together. So it's that thing of just recalibrating your senses. So if you're not constantly eating sugar and things like that, then when you have a really sweet peach, it's amazing, which is what she says in here.
Yeah, and let's be honest, I mean, life gets away with us, and we're moving at such a fast pace, and so that's also just saying slow down.
Yeah.
Slow down.
Yeah.
Hello, lovely to see.
Hey, Grant and Alison.
Welcome.
It's like having all my friends over.
I did want to read something that struck me quite early on, which was about saving money, because I have a very I'm at a time in my life where I don't have kids yet, I don't have a mortgage yet, but I'm on that threshold and I want certain things. And, so, I've got an interesting relationship with money. And I really liked this. Sometimes I feel bad for saving as well. I know that sounds really weird, but frugal, there's a weird connotation that, you're a bit tight or you're tight off or, really. And I really liked this. Let me find it. I did have it marked.
Is it that marker that's
It's the marker
floor?
that's fallen out. Good work, Tess. Bear with me.
But yeah, I think being frugal and saving money, it's not saying don't have any money and don't do anything.
No.
It's saying actually put that money, keep your money and spend it on something fantastic like traveling
Exactly.
or an experience.
Exactly. So, where am I? Oh, spontaneity is a glorious quality, but manifesting it by reliably blowing every cent you have on whatever catches your eye is not its most stellar manifestation. Putting money aside to enable life to change when you want or need it to isn't about being a financial prude. It's about not being trapped.
Yeah.
It allows some spontaneity on a much grander scale.
Yeah.
I love that. It's so
Totally.
true. It means that, you know, I am in that position where I can be open to life spontaneity. I can be open to the options that come my way.
Yeah.
It's fabulous.
Yeah, and it's the same with like housing and all that stuff. Like if you can sort of not, you know, have all your money locked up in a mortgage or in a whatever, it allows you not to have to work so much. So you have more time to do the things in life that you enjoy and, yeah, be able to maybe go save that money and have an experience rather than a thing. And they talk about that too, is relishing experiences rather than things.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you guys think of the book? We'd love to hear if you've read it.
Either now or if you're watching it later, just write some comments.
Write it in. We want to hear. Because we did get a lot of feedback about the book. I mean, most of it was positive. We got most people saying, look, I love this book, or it sort of changed my perspective. So, we want to hear more.
So one of my favourite quotes out of it was, bow down before the frugal nonna.
Yeah, so that should be on a T-shirt. No, it shouldn't be on a T-shirt. It should be on an op-shop T-shirt or one you've made yourself.
So, yeah, I think that's the idea of, you know, nonnas or nanas or grandparents or parents came from a time where there wasn't this excess of everything and things weren't cheap and disposable. And so you mended things and if something costs a lot of money to buy, you don't just chuck it out and buy another one.
Wow.
And
that's actually a good point, though, because you're also valuing. So if you do own something, value that as something. It has its own
and buy
value.
something that's good quality. It's not saying don't spend any money.
Exactly.
But choose what you spend it on.
Yeah. And if you have it, take care of it, value it, and
keep it.
Keep it.
It's like beautiful gardening tools. Like, you know, I've got some really nice ones that were given to us by a family friend who passed away, and these beautiful pitchforks that you can't find them anywhere in the shop. And, you know, really try and look after them and you know, oil them. And that's what I keep meaning to do, but I will do it. But actually look after them and not leave them out in the rain. And,
absolutely.
So, I think.
Live within your means.
Thanks, Shane
Good
Stapleton.
Shane. Something I need to definitely come back to at times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, The Art of Frugal Hedonism. Check it out. If you do want to get a copy, we have them in the Pip Shop. Pip magazine.
There was something that did strike me. A lot of it, you know, like indulge your curiosity.
Yeah.
So chapters like that. To be honest, it just reminded me of being a teenager. Like, you know, when I was a teenager, I didn't have money.
Yeah.
So I was very resourceful, very frugal.
Cask wine in a park on a freezing cold night.
Yeah, cask wine. It was a pillow and a drink. You know, so resourceful. But you know, we had a sense of curiosity, and we also tried to look for things that were free. I mean, we go to museums.
Yeah.
So it kind of reminds me of just going back a bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And stuff that we seem to forget as we get older.
But I guess this is talking about doing it by choice. So rather than like sort of having to do it, which I guess is a kind of coming from a privileged world that we can actually choose to do that. I mean,
that's true.
For some people, it's not actually an option. This may all sound a bit privileged, but So I mean, the reason they wrote the book, they said we started writing this book because people kept asking us how we seem to always be having such a good time while saving so much money, and it struck us as a good question worth answering. So it's like, it's not about having this frugal life where, you know, Sounds like you're living in a
Yeah,
monastery.
the inference being that it's a lesser life,
Yeah.
or that it's not as interesting, or that
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
hedonistic, but
it's not as,
doesn't involve.
and that's it, just changing your perspective a little bit.
Mm.
Yeah, interesting.
Sounds good.
Right, well, we've got next month's book already sorted. This was my choice. It was Robin's for October. Robin, you chose this beautiful beast.
October. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Well, we're actually choosing books from the bookshop that
yes.
we've got here. So,
which we'll tell you more about.
This ferment book. So I've had a few different fermenting books over the years, and this one, when I came across it, I just fell in love with it.
Yeah.
I basically slept with it. Well, had it under my
pillow.
pillow.
Not weird at all.
No.
No.
But it's really good.
I'll
It's
never
beautiful.
judge.
Not just what's in it, but beautiful photography
It's
and
gorgeous.
beautifully designed. Anyway, we're not going to talk about it now.
No, we're not. But point being, we'd love for you to follow on and read it. We've got it in our PIP shop online, www.pipmagazine.com.au, and maybe even just try some recipes. We'd love to hear and see.
Yeah,
you know.
we've actually got some recipes if you didn't want to buy, and they might have it in the library too if you want to get your hands on it. And we've got some in one of our magazines. I can't remember which one. Maybe this one.
Maybe if you're a,
But yeah, I think we might even have one on our website too. There's lots of
Nice.
free things on the website.
I mean, this time of the year, what can people be
Well,
using?
cabbages. I mean,
Yeah, that's right.
there's a lot of cabbages at the moment, so
Perfect.
it's great for sauerkraut.
So with that, can I hold that up again for anyone who's so if you don't own a copy and you're really keen to get a hold of it, pop online and have a look at our shop, and we'd love to give you guys a little 5% discount. So if you want to take advantage of that, just pop the code in PIP Book Club October. I remembered it all. And we're probably going to do this one at the first week of October, but we'll confirm that with you guys. And yeah.
Cool.
Yay!
Well, thanks
Thank
for
you for
coming to
coming
Book
on.
Club. And if you have any comments or ideas, let us know.
Questions, and we'll see you in October. Thanks so much.
Ciao.
Bye.